Do you ever think it's weird that some parents can just randomly make a Taylor Swift and other parents like ours, Samantha, just make people like us?
Well, when you phrase it like that, I never thought my life was horrible, Lisa, but thanks for making me feel like I don't know a piece of shit.
I don't think I'm trying to make you feel like a piece of shit because I'm throwing myself in there too. But what I'm
Really?
saying is, how come she gets to be Taylor Swift and we're Lisa and Sam?
I don't know. The luck of the draw.
Do you think it's just the luck of the draw? Do you think it was just like, and we pulled the short stick?
Apparently, it was a very short stick because she's Taylor Swift.
She's Taylor Swift and we're Lisa and Sam.
Right?
Right. And don't get me wrong, right? I think both of our families have good genes, right? I think we come from good, strong folk, but we're not coming from Taylor Swift folk.
No, we are not.
Hence why we're not Taylor Swift people.
Oh my God. I've never been made to feel horrible being compared to Taylor Swift. I suck. And she's awesome. I'm like, I love Taylor Swift, but I never really thought, oh, I should be her. But thank you for making me think that I should have been her.
No.
And why am I not her?
No, you got it all backwards, right? I'm just reinforcing the fact you never were going to be her. I never was going to be her. We just come from the people we come from. We come from our stock, which is just good people.
Lisa,
but not
there will always be those people.
I know.
And us.
But don't you think it's weird that there's
those
always people and us?
But there will always be those people and us.
But why can't there just be and those people?
I don't know.
And we're part of the mix.
And because we're just going to be us. And that's going to have to be good.
It's good.
We got nothing else.
But it's certainly not Taylor Swift good.
It's certainly not.
It's Lisa and Sam good.
Thanks. I feel like we need to move on. I think it's time to start the podcast.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody. Oh my God.
Oh, Samantha, these are just some of the things I think about.
It is so unfortunate.
Right? I just thought about it. I'm just like, hey, how come I'm not Taylor Swift?
I don't know, Lisa. Why aren't you?
I don't know. But you know what? I got things I want to talk about. I want to talk about how the best wings in town basically come from a men's only club. Guess what, world? Women want wings too.
Okay. Can't wait to hear that.
Right?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I have something way more important because it's, of course, about me and what has happening to my body. It's becoming a musical instrument that I wasn't really prepared for.
Oh, that sounds weird and awkward. And maybe you're closer to Taylor Swift than we realize. I don't know. And you know what, for me, Samantha, I still got church on my mind, right? I still got church. I'm wondering, and we're going to have to delve into this bad boy. I'm wondering if we should be making the yearly grand pilgrimage to the church.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, but you know what? This is the whole thing, right? Is I need to understand the whole chicken wings thing, right? We love chicken wings.
Yes, we do.
So I'm shaking my head at Hooters because apparently Hooters make the best wings, right? That's their thing, right? They claim that they make the best wings. And if they make the best wings, I want to be able to eat those wings.
So are we making a trip to Hooters? Because you're doing that on your own.
Why? Why can't we just go? We're there for the food, not the atmosphere.
It's uncomfortable.
Only if you let it be.
It's uncomfortable.
That's stereotypical. You're falling into the stereotypes of I'm here for the atmosphere, not the food. You and we're here for the food. We're just here for the food.
I can't.
Why?
I can't. You know, I hate it when you become curious about something because that always involves me. And I don't want to. This is Jan Arden standing on the side of the road, waiting for her to come by because we thought she was traveling from Regina. This smacks of all of that because you're like a fuck around and find out kind of gal. Totally. And I am not. I am not that person. I am not as curious as you about certain things. And I am not curious about what the inside of Hooters looks like or whether or not their wings are good.
You know their wings are good. They're known for their wings and half naked women.
It's Saskatoon. It's not the original Hooters. It's like a franchise.
It's a chain. They still got to taste the same.
No,
listen, right? It's just,
no, I can't.
I'm just being practical.
I feel I'm not even there and I feel dirty. I'm not even there and I feel dirty. I don't want that. And I don't want that for me.
No.
Because then we're bringing everybody. That's our new place to go. We're going to Hooters with Michelle and Fancy Nancy. That's what we're doing.
I bet you Fancy Nancy would be in. Michelle hates wings. Michelle hates wings.
That's true. She hates it. So but she would go if they had a happy hour.
For sure, right? Or if we drive her.
I
just want to try the wings.
I'm like so uncomfortable.
I just want to try the wings, right? I just want to go there for the experience. And just because their image is what it is, it doesn't mean that has to interfere with good wings for me.
No, because I'm done with your whole fuck around and find out attitude. I am done with it. I'm so done.
Guess what? It hasn't really led us astray.
Yes, it has.
Not that astray.
Yes, it has.
Not that astray.
This is so I can't. No.
You can.
No.
Let me help you with this.
No. Because what if we go there and we recognize people?
So they're not naked.
I know, but you might as well be. It's not like the clothing is like really big.
It's like eating at the beach.
Oh
it's like
God.
It's the same. People in their bathing suits. Some look better than others, I'm sure.
Oh.
Right? Oh. Don't tell me women don't go in there.
Oh, I'm sure they do. But you know what? I just think it's wrong.
Really? I think we're going to put this to the test. Hey, friends of the podcast, how about if we put it on a poll and the poll wins? If the poll comes back saying Lisa and Sam need to go to the Hooters.
No.
Lisa and Sam need to go to the Hooters.
No, I'm not being bullied into this.
You love chicken wings.
I don't
love a wing.
care.
You love a wing.
I don't care.
You love a wing.
Stop saying it like that, you fucking creep. Oh my God, you're so gross. You know, you find the ample opportunity to get creepy and weird, and it is just inappropriate. It is inappropriate.
I'm just a girl looking for wings.
And I feel like if we go there, this is like feminism has broken down, and I'm like stomping on the bodies of
because it's a restaurant. We should be able to go and eat wings.
Does it have to be us?
Maybe there's women all over North America just wanting a Hooters wing. Just wanting a wing.
I just want a wing from Hooters.
Maybe this is our Taylor Swift moment.
Okay.
Rise up.
Okay, but then let's dig this a little deeper, you little freakazoid. Why isn't there a Dinky Doo? Like there's a Hooters, but why isn't there a Dinky Doo? Right. And then the Dinky Doo has men in tight shorts
with their Dinky Doos.
Their package sort of hanging out, and they're bare chested.
Right, like the 70s package, right? Like a metal singer from the 70s, and there's his package right there on his left thigh.
Right? Like why aren't there bars catered to that?
Maybe somebody needs to invent a Dinky Doo.
A Dinky Doo.
What are they serving at the Dinky Doo? What are they serving? Are they serving like hot dogs and burgers?
They're serving martinis.
Oh,
it's a very classy Dinky Doo
club.
It's an exquisite club.
Hey, HHG, we'll meet you at the Dinky Doo at 4:30.
It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know what you would call it.
I think Dinky Doo is okay.
Oh my God!
Right,
but there's nothing. But there's something. Okay, but don't you think it's odd? Don't you think it's odd that we cater to a man's fascination of women's boobs and call it Hooters, but there's nothing for women?
No.
Like not everybody wants to just go to a wine bar and drink wine. Sometimes occasionally you want to see like a hunky guy serve you a drink.
Right. And I don't necessarily want to be at the Chippendales. Right. Where he's all like oiled up dancing.
I don't need them to strip for me.
Right.
That's okay. I need you to serve me. I need you to be nice. And I need you to like look good.
And I need to see your package on your left thigh. in your tight cut off shorts, like I don't know, Gene Simmons and those guys from Kiss back in the day.
Yeah, and it's like, and then they could do the tight pants song as like a little,
Got my tight pants on.
song.
And they could have a competition, and they could parade. They could be on parade, but they not a hairy chest. No
I
hairy
think
chest.
I've just created a new restaurant.
Right? The Dinky Doo. If there's any investors out there listening to I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and they're curious about starting up a new franchise called the Dinky Doo, we're your girls.
Or better yet, it's Hallmark Christmas themed naked men.
No, I'm not participating in it. You just killed it. You just killed the Dinky Doo. And just like that, the Dinky Doo died. Not even a slow, painful death, a quick, aggressive, harsh death.
Yeah.
Dinky Doo's done. Way to kill
Fine.
the dream. Way to kill the dream.
Whatever.
Oh, God. You had such a good thing.
I did have a good thing, and then I fucked around and found out.
Hallmark into it. Right? Oh.
Whatever. It's fine.
All right. That's fine, Samantha.
I'm probably too old to start a Dinky Doo franchise because as I get up every morning, everything crackles and pops.
Yeah, but you still got your eyes that work.
Apparently I do.
Right. So you can still look at the Dinky Doos.
I can still look at them. But in this weather, oh my God, because it's been so cold, everything is like, I don't know.
Are you like Rice Krispies? Snap, crackle, pop, Rice
every
Krispies.
time I stand up, doesn't matter what I'm doing, it's like
everything.
Pop,
like things
pop,
you didn't
pop.
even know could crack and pop.
Yeah.
And
My
then, like I've
shoulders.
said before, I come with like new sound effects, right? I stand up, I'm like, huh. I don't need to make a huh. It's not that hard. But all of a sudden in my 55th year, I'm huh. Right? Or I get up and I'm like, like
I have
so
to be
much energy was just exerted.
Well, and I feel like this winter it's going to be a slippery slope, right? Of me just sitting. And I'm like, well, that won't be good for anything. I'll never get up again.
You won't, right? Because here's the thing with you, Samantha, and friends of the podcast, if you're new to this and you're just learning about Lisa and Sam, you need to know Sam's like a bear, right? When the winter comes, that girl goes into hibernation. She wants a blanket and her snacks and her remote control. You don't even know what she's watching, as long as she's watching something and not moving.
Yep, pretty much.
You don't have a lot of prerequisites, right?
I have prerequisites. I have taste when it comes to
stuff. You have hibernation standards, do you? Really?
Yes, I do. I do. I do. Rude. You're being rude.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying I don't know.
You know, this is the difference between you and I.
Rudeness?
No.
Okay, good.
Because you poo-poo everything I watch, but I don't poo-poo anything that you watch, you little serial killer freak.
Really? Because that's not poo-pooing. Sorry, what's that sound? Oh, whoosh, that's the toilet flushing the poo-poo down. You totally. Oh, do you want to watch the Chicagos?
No.
Why?
Because they're boring.
They're boring, right? Right? Do you want to watch American Idol?
No.
Why?
Because boring.
Totally. There's 3 examples of poo-poos. Right? So yes, I think we adequately poo-poo each other when it comes to that.
Oh, whatever.
Right? We are best friends with nothing in common.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
What is our most common trait?
That we like to make fun of other people.
Kind of, right? And that we're judgmental.
We're judgmental.
I think that's kind of things. Okay, so speaking about judgmental. Okay. Apparently my mind is needing some spiritual work, right? I'm wondering, Samantha, and it's probably the time of year, right? You know, somebody's got a birthday coming up. Right? That's Jesus,
and it's not you.
It's not me. That's in July. So this is what I've been thinking lately, right? I've just been kind of like, I don't know. I wonder if it's time to have check in with the Lord, right? Like check in with Jesus time or go hang out with him at his house. Like, should we be once a year making a visit with our Lord?
Okay.
Do you think?
No.
Well, here's
really? I don't need to burst into flames when I go into a church. So that's number one.
going once a year and
I'm not going.
reestablishing our
I
friendship with Jesus.
no, I
Okay,
don't.
I guess look who's
Him and
here.
I, we're good.
You
We're
don't know that.
good.
You don't know that.
Yep, we're
You're
good.
assuming that Jesus just wants a fair weather friend, and I don't know if he does.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
if that's what Jesus is
I
looking for.
am not going to a church with you.
I think it's time to check in
You
with
will have
Jesus.
you will drive the person up who's on the pulpit, you will drive them insane. You will stick up your
Question,
hand and ask a question, and
right?
I will slowly sink to the floor and wish that it would just swallow me up
But it
whole.
wouldn't need to, right? Because in Jesus's house, Jesus don't judge.
No, do you
It's a safe spot. Well,
really?
they say it's a safe place. Is it really? History
It's
shows otherwise sometimes, but
it's
we're not going there.
history has not proven it to be
Always safe.
always a safe
Right?
place.
I'm just saying, Jesus is kind of like our casual, long lost friend, right? And maybe
Yes.
you just need to I don't know. Because what happens when you need it's like jelly roll, right? I only talk to God when I need a favor. That's probably not the best time. Probably not the right time. Like, wouldn't it be better to be like, I only talk to God because he knows I need a favor, right? He knows. He already
Oh my
knows I need a
god.
favor. So he's already expecting us.
The fact that you even want to speak to him probably makes him happy.
I don't
So, I believe I've explained this to you when we had a weird conversation many, many years ago now,
Mm,
Lisa, that you were like, I don't know. I said, I think God's good with you just even thinking about him once in a while. I believe that's what I told you because you were
I don't
worried
know.
that
He's got big, beautiful homes where he's just wanting people. He's inviting people in. He's asking, would you like a glass of wine and a
yeah, but
cookie?
those homes were not built by him. Those homes were built by
Those who love
other
him,
people.
showing their love for him.
Yes, and that's fine. I
I'm just
have
saying,
I have
maybe we need a check-in,
no, I don't. Thank
right?
you.
Right?
I've never found
It's a pilgrimage once a year. We just
no.
this is what we do. We set all of our
And what
inhibitions
exactly
aside.
where would that pilgrimage go, Lisa?
It
Where are
goes
we
to the
going with
church
that?
to the church. We're going to the church.
Which church?
Which one do you wanna go to? I don't
I'm not I'm not Catholic, so we're
oh,
not going
okay.
there.
But is that where they serve the drink and the biscuit or the cracker and the cookie?
It's the body of Christ and the blood of Christ.
Right, okay. So I could we
No,
could we
I'm not going to nope,
nope,
no,
nope,
nope,
can't, okay,
no,
can't, okay. Okay.
no.
What about a non-denominational one?
I don't
One with
go to
lots of
church,
singing.
Lisa.
I don't go to church. That's our whole problem, right? Once a year, I'm just
I have
saying,
not
maybe
ever
we need
I
a
have
really good God
never
check-in.
stop talking. I have
Hey,
never had a good relationship
you went a
with
couple times on
organized
Christmas
religion
Eve with your family.
because my mother likes to go.
Right. So now your best friend might like the
I'm
church.
not going.
She doesn't really like the church. She's just wondering if she needs to, if it's just in her best interest to be able to say, hey, remember that once a year when I went to the church? Right? Hello,
Are
God,
you
it's
just
me,
like,
Lisa.
I need God in my corner. Check.
Check.
Go
I go to
go
church once a year,
go to
right?
church once a year.
That's exactly it.
Yo, God, I'm
Right?
here.
Again, look who's back. Right? Guess who's back? Back again.
No.
And then who knows? What if God's actually like, oh my God, it's her again. Nice. Maybe I become something he looks forward to.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes, Lisa. He
Right?
will look forward to your visit once a
Right?
year.
He'll be like,
Yes.
hey, it's getting close to that time. How exciting. Lisa's stopping by.
She's dragging Sam with her
Dragging
again.
Sam with her, right? Because that's what she does. Drags Sam into all the shit when she gets curious.
Oh,
Right?
please don't.
That's you know what? This whole episode is about curiosity, hopefully not killing the cat.
This is fuck around and find out.
Fuck
Because
around and find
this
out,
is
right?
totally this episode.
And then after church, then we go to the Hooters and eat some chicken
No!
wings. Hail to the Lord. That's what we do. Right?
No, because then and then we're at Hooters and we're talking about God and we're spreading the word. Yes,
spreading
that's
the word,
exactly what
right?
we should be
Right?
doing.
We're spreading the word at the Hooters. With all the people. So they just have a little bit put a little love in your heart, put a little God in your heart, right?
Oh,
Right?
if we don't
This is what I want to be able to say to somebody. I want to be able to say one day, you know what, Sally, a wise man once said, and that me know who that wise man was. Hey, wouldn't that be cool?
no.
Right? A wise man once. I'm gonna just start saying it. Does that make me sound smart, Samantha?
No.
A wise man once.
No,
said.
it doesn't. It makes you sound like a lunatic.
Does it make me sound like as though I'm at one with the Lord, even though I'm not, and it's kind of like a
No.
hoax,
Why? Why are you? Why? Wise men have no.
right?
I
And then
can't even talk because you're an idiot. I can't with you because you've never gone to church a day in your life.
I went like when I was a little girl. I went,
No.
right? So now I'm
And
saying I might be
you
over
know what
two.
I think is really funny is that I have a minor interest in religion. I am
Right,
interested in the religion. I'm not
right,
necessarily wanting to practice anything.
right.
And I find other religions very interesting.
Yeah,
I
me
find
too.
you being curious about religion frightening. I
Not
am
interesting.
frightened for people. I am frightened for the church that you potentially might be going to.
Don't worry,
I'm
the
frightened
novelty's
because
gonna
you're going
the
to be like,
novelty's gonna wear off.
I have a few questions.
I just have a
And you're
couple
going to
questions.
interrupt the sermon. You're going to like keep everybody 20 to 25 minutes late
Totally.
because you have too many
I
questions.
just need some clarification here, right? Just need some questions, right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
please don't.
right? I'm gonna get back
No,
to you on this. I'm gonna this is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna see what
no,
church we can go to. Maybe
no,
like an inner city church, that'd be kind of fun,
no,
right? Probably just do some
no,
sing-alongs,
no,
songs,
no.
a
I
lot of
do not
clapping.
need you to sing. I do not need you to do any of
Oh, yeah,
this.
right, right?
No,
Like we're in the South, clap,
no, we don't have those kinds of churches here. We're not that exciting.
I know, but let's change it up.
No,
Let's bring back church.
no.
Let's make church fun
Lisa,
again.
people do go to church. Just
I know.
because you don't doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You know, this is your problem, is that you think that if you've never done it, it's brand new.
Brand
And you're going to
new.
bring it forth and share with the world. World already knows it's here, Lisa.
I know,
World
but maybe
already
they
knows
need
it's here.
but think of how much fun church could be with me,
So,
right?
don't even. Not even. Don't even.
Oh, as the podcast becomes 2 hours tonight. So much to unpack.
So much to unpack.
All right, fine.
You know, I had a very interesting conversation with my hairdresser, who is my sister-in-law.
Okay.
And she was talking about how she wished that Nick's underwear had underwear for bladder control.
The Knicks people, always the Knicks people, hey?
Because they do the period panties, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, why? Why hasn't anybody done a normal panty that doesn't look like a Depends undergarment?
Because where does all your pee go?
Where does
That's
all the
right.
blood go in your period? It
Oh,
goes into
you're
this
right.
little pad thing,
And we're
and then
not
you have
sold
to
on
wash
that.
it. Yes.
Right? We're not sold on the period panty.
I don't know. I've never had to use it because, well, we're far from that now, Lisa.
We are past that. Like this is the time of the podcast where we both stop and wipe our nose because it's cold and we're drippy.
And we're drippy. But I'm just saying, I shake my head at the fact that nobody, even the Knix company, has not thought about a bladder control underwear and that it looks nice.
Because it's not meant to look nice. There's a part of it that's meant to shame you. No, it's meant to.
Why?
Because
Why?
it's meant to be like, hey, old lady, you pee your pants.
No.
You can't make peeing your pants a good thing, no matter how old you are. When we're kids, it's a bad thing. When we're adults, still a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. You just don't have
Still.
control over your bladder.
Right. So still not a great thing.
But why can't we find something in this day and age of all the innovations that we have?
They're called rubber panties. That's what they used to put people in. Right?
That's horrible.
Totally. But
you're so, for someone who thinks that they're all that, you really have a backwards way of thinking when it comes to helping people out.
Listen, I want to help people out.
You don't.
I sometimes struggle from a leaky bladder. I'm at that age. I'm just saying they're not going to give us something that's acceptable. You know why? Because the minute they make it acceptable and they make it pretty and they make it comfortable, guess what? I'm never going to the bathroom again. I'm going to just pee. And you know it. That's why they're not doing it, right? Because I'm never going to the bathroom again. I will just pee in my panties.
You think
every day
that if they make it accessible and pretty,
and hopefully odor free,
that you will never pee in a toilet again?
Are you gonna get up when you're hibernating and you're all comfy and you're at the good part, or you're in bed having a good sleep? Are you gonna? I'm not getting up. I'm gonna just pee because
Oh,
that's what you do with a catheter. You just pee and it feels really okay. That's what you're gonna do. That's why, right?
oh
The
my
minute they make them
God.
pretty, guess what? Never peeing in never going to the toilet again.
Oh my God.
Once a day, probably. Right? You know it.
So basically you're saying it's going to make you lazy.
Er,
Er.
right? It's the crutch I do not need to have come into my life. Right? I don't need an excuse to not have to get up. My best energy, and probably when my heart races and beats the hardest, is when I waited to pee a little too long and I'm like, oh shit, gotta pee. That's probably when I get my most energy. Everything gets going so I can get to the bathroom and pee before I pee my pants. You take that away, and I'm just gonna pee at my desk.
It's basically fight or flight. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. No, it has to be okay. But
oh my God.
Okay. So we think that that's a potential issue, right?
Uh-huh.
What about this? You know how you buy your panties, right? And you go to the underwear, right? I don't know what type of underwear you wear, vice versa. But you buy the like 4-pack of underwear, right?
Uh-huh.
4-pack, 6-pack, whatever. Always comes with one white pair. There's always a white pair of underwear in that pack, right?
Yes.
Do you wear them? Do you wear the white ones?
No.
You never wear the white ones?
No, I don't like white underwear.
I've started wearing the white ones.
Really?
Yeah, you know why? Because to me, in my mind, they're like big girl panties.
Oh.
Right? It's a reminder of how to wipe, and did you do it properly?
Oh.
Did you do all the steps?
So that you don't get skid marks. Is that what you're saying?
No skid marks, no dribbles.
No pee-pee dribbles.
Right? White panties give you that.
So you now, in your 55th year, decided you needed to check yourself and wear white underwear.
Make sure my mama taught me right. Put it to the test.
So I'm not slipping.
Just one day a week, right? Not every day. Just one day I put the white ones on.
Oh my God.
Right? So I'm not taking any shortcuts.
Yes.
Right.
Because why would you ever take a shortcut to wipe your butt?
Right? I wouldn't, not with that. Like I would take a shortcut in 99.9% of everything, but not with poop on my bass. No.
Oh my God.
Ever.
This is why you wear white underwear.
Why don't you try it? Try the white ones.
No.
You know what it is? You put the white panties on, and I swear to God, you walk a little taller.
No, you
Your shoulders are
don't.
back. Yeah, you feel there's a different feeling in white panties. It's like it's like when you wear a white blouse and you're like, nothing can touch this. I am so confident. I'm in my white blouse. I'm not gonna drop my roast beef sandwich on it. I'm not gonna drop my French fry with ketchup.
Uh-huh.
Right? You feel empowered. Same thing with the panties. Only nobody sees it but you.
You feel empowered.
You see, yay, good girl. You did it. Right.
That's a lot. That's a lot riding on a white pair of underwear.
A lot, yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of pressure for that.
Right?
And
here you want panties we just sit and pee in. We're in very different places right now.
We are very different places.
Totally different spots. I'm putting more pressure on me to not pee or poop, and you are trying to alleviate that.
Yes, I am, apparently.
Right? It's weird where we're at.
I'm totally okay with that.
I don't know. I'm just feeling like everybody needs to do the white panty challenge.
Yes, that's friends of the podcast. Let's do a white panty challenge.
Y'all got them in your drawers. Pull them out. They're all still wound up tight.
Oh, God. No. No. You know what I thought the other day? Are we boring?
Why did you think this?
I don't know. I was just
with
sitting
you?
there. Yes, you were there. And I was like, are we boring? And then I thought, have we settled? And I'm like, oh my God, we might be boring.
What?
I know.
We're not boring.
We might be.
People are boring around us, maybe. The environment's boring. The atmosphere, the ambiance wasn't there.
Ambiance.
We were talking about last Friday?
Yeah.
We were tired.
Were we tired?
I think we were tired.
We were tired.
We were tired.
We're always tired. That's the problem. That's why I think we're boring. It's
I don't think we're
because I
boring.
think we're always tired.
Really? I think we're tired, right? I think we're feeling our age lately.
You know what? I think it's because winter came so. I'm going to blame it on the weather.
Okay.
The winter came so quickly.
Right? That bitch came in so hard, hey? And she's like, guess what? You get no easing. We're not easing you into nothing.
No. And it's
so dear
it's
America that got dumped on.
No.
Dear parts of Ontario that got dumped on. Guess what? Your cousins in Saskatchewan got it first.
Yeah.
Right? We took it first for you. Mother Nature came after us. So I don't know. Are you thinking we need to be better?
Maybe that's it. Are we boring or should we just be better?
What are we going to be better? What do I have to be better at?
Like, I don't know. We just determined we're never going to be Taylor Swift.
Right? We already can't be Taylor Swift, so I can't be that good. Right? So what is it that I'm going to be better at?
I don't know, because there's them and then there's us, and we're never going to be them.
We're never
only going to be us.
So we just have to be the best version. It's like if this is our Eras tour, we're in the best version of us era.
Oh my God, we're in our own Eras tour.
Our own Eras tour, and it's just the best version of Lisa and Sam. It might not be what you expect to be the best. It's what we think is the best.
Oh God.
Right? Sometimes I just can't deliver much more than what I feel I'm delivering on. And then I look at all the people like Taylor Swift who actually put that to shame.
Yeah, I mean, she basically puts us to shame because, I mean, it's how she's done it, right?
Sure.
And that's who she is, and that's fine. And she did a 3-hour concert and never took a break.
Right.
It just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, I would be dead.
But so did Bruce Springsteen, and he's an old man.
And he's an old man.
So we also are not even that.
No, we're not even that. Oh my God, it's another them.
We're another set of them that we are not, right?
Oh,
I'm just trying to reach the stars, and they're so far out of reach.
So far out of reach. Right? But I do feel like we're just, I don't know, should we settle for who we are?
Well, we don't have much choice, right? We're in our senior years now.
Oh my God.
Right? And I actually scoffed. I
scoffed
today when I read that Taylor Swift is going to take the next year off because she's exhausted from her tour. And I actually, in my mind, went, please. That's what I thought. Oh, please, girl, please.
She's been touring for 2 years.
Yeah, hi. In the lap of luxury. Stop. Right? She can wear white panties because somebody's probably wiping her ass.
No, stop it.
You don't know.
Don't be rude.
I get she's worked hard for all the great things.
Has.
Hey, you know what? If I'm a bajillionaire, I might have an ass wiper too.
Okay.
It's kind of a pain.
But even when she's off for a year, she's still making new music and doing stuff. She's just very productive.
She is, right? And maybe that's why I scoffed too.
Are you saying this about Adele? Adele's taking a year off. Taking a few years off.
I feel Adele's different.
And she just did a Vegas residency.
Oh, she didn't just do it.
She did. She did it for 2 years.
Yeah. And she's Adele. Hi.
And she's
Adele. Adele can do whatever the hell Adele wants. Because with Adele comes all of Adele's attitude. Adele's like, I'm going to take the next 2 years off, fuckers. Deal with it. Okay. Right?
Oh my God.
She can pull that off. Hey, do you ever catch yourself saying the phrase, oh, and I say it like this, as much as I love my mother, rest in peace. Oh, I am my mother's daughter. When I refer to myself, I'm like, oh, I am my mother's daughter. When I think of my siblings and I'm like, oh God, you are your mom. You're your mama's girl. And it's all positive. When I think of me, it's not positive. Do you ever do that?
On occasion, I am like, oh,
right.
How you doing?
We had lasagna the other night. I hate lasagna.
Oh.
And all I thought was, oh, I am my mother's daughter. I hate fat noodles. I remember my mom always saying we never ate lasagna. Why can't we have lasagna? Because mom hates fat noodles. And I'm like, I hate fat noodles too. I don't want spaghetti. I want spaghettini because it's a skinnier noodle. And then I'm like, oh, I'm my mother's daughter.
Oh, right? Yeah, because my sister and I do that to each other. And when my sister says something, I'm like, hi, Sheila. She's just like, that's not funny. And I'm like, you're acting like mom right now.
I know, right? And it is
And
kind of
that's not a
funny.
bad thing because my mother is a
Of
lovely
course she
human
is. She
being.
is.
She's my mother and I love her. But
it's
she has certain traits.
right. And it is the role of the daughters to make fun of those traits. I sent
Yes.
to my kid sister. So my mom passed away years ago. I sent to my kid sister a meme, a thing on Instagram, and it showed the gist of it was this woman saying, "The mother I thought I would be." And then it showed Judge Judy, the mother I am. And Judge Judy was like, "Sit down, shut up, stop talking." And I messaged my kid sister. I'm like, I never knew mom was so much like Judge Judy. My mom would have hated us saying that. My mom used to hate the fact that we would laugh at her expense. All you two do is make fun of me. Kind of, that's the job.
That's the job.
That's the role of your kids, right? But she always hated it. But then yet my sister does all her Christmas decorating. And I'm like, oh, you're just like mom. You are your mother's daughter in a positive way.
Yes.
Right? But when
Well,
she becomes mean and snarly, just
Yeah.
like your mom.
My sister
Right?
can cook like my mom.
Oh, see, there you go.
And so can my brother, actually.
Yeah. And what can you do like your mom?
Well,
Do, 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 do. There's lots. Right? There's lots, Samantha.
my mother has a good heart, so I got that from her.
Yes, you certainly did. And your mom's pretty funny too.
She is very funny.
Right? Your mom's quick, she's dry.
She's very
Dry,
dry.
right? So I think you
Oh,
got that from her
you know
too.
what? She's just like her. My mother is just like her mother.
See?
Grandma
And-
was a good one. She liked the backhanded compliment with the smack across the head.
Right? And sometimes my mother was just like her mother. And I wonder if when that ends, I'm hoping that it ended, right? Right?
Oh God. You know what I made? I really made fun of my poor nephew, and he didn't think it was funny the second time around. And I'm like, okay, note to self. The joke was only funny the first time.
Only the first time. He does not want the replay.
He didn't like the replay. And I'm like,
the replay.
should you be in this family? Because you need to get used to that.
Because if you can't take some good old bullying, I don't know what stock you come from there, kid.
I wasn't bullying him. I was just making fun of the fact that he's Poe.
You're just pointing out his flaws.
Yeah.
Enough. We do it with love.
Yeah. And then I gave him a job. So
okay. I don't know if you've been watching the news, listening to the news. All the rage is walking pneumonia.
Oh dear.
Apparently it's all over the place. Walking pneumonia. I don't know what the hell it is. What I do know, do you know what it is?
I don't think it's good.
I don't think it's good, but what I do know is that pneumonia is a hell of a tough word to spell. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, everybody talking about walking pneumonia, and I'm like, how do you spell it? Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, right. And then it got me thinking about silent letters, and then I got mad. I got instantly mad when I started thinking about silent letters. Why do we need them?
God. Yes. Why?
Who decided that this was a smart thing to do?
Nobody.
Who invented the silent letters? Like, hey, podcast, which one of you guys knows that answer? Who invented the silent letters?
Right? Who decided to spell pneumonia the way it's spelled?
Right. Who decided that Jeff with a J and Jeff Geoff were the same thing? Jeff and Goff. Right? But we're going to call it Jeff.
Jeff
Why?
and Jeff. Jeff and
Why
Jeff.
are we calling it Jeff and Jeff when it's Jeff and Goff? Right? Why did we need a there, and there?
A there, and a there.
How do you teach that to people?
A your, and a your.
like it just perpetuates the confusion that already exists in life.
Can you imagine being somebody who has to learn English, the English language as a second language, and we have words that have silent letters?
Right? Like when you spell Lee, Lei, I had a friend, Leigh. Why? Why? GH. What? That's Lig. Not Lee, is Lee. Lee. Right?
I don't know.
And why does Sarah need the H? No offense, Sarah, if you're listening. Why does it need the H? Sarah. Right? Why is that? Yeah. Why is that? Right?
I don't know. Oh my God. The things that go through your head, you're so weird.
Right? And then how do you teach this? Like we barely get it. I literally, if I have to spell pneumonia, I'm thinking pneumonia. Pneumonia, right?
Pneumonia.
Right? And imagine, okay, so spell pneumonia. No, not like that. No, not like that. Okay, N, no. Not an N? No. Okay, starts N, yeah, but not an N.
But not an
And then the fact that letters can all have different sounds, right? Like an A. Oh, but it could be an A or it could be an A. Cat or Kate. Right? Like, hi. Like we literally, like, I don't know. Is Shakespeare to blame for this shit?
I know.
He
I
seems
think
to be always associated with the English language.
it might be the Greeks, right?
Maybe the Greeks. Okay, well, hi. How about the Canadians just do their own Canadian language?
We do about
an A, right? I don't know. I just think it's weird.
I think that's good. And of course, you being you.
Comes to mind. Every now and then just something just kind of strikes me odd. And I'm like, hey.
Questions with Lisa.
Questions with Lisa, right? Lisa's question corner. Andrea. Okay, but you know what? My boss, she's a diehard. Hey, she's still hanging on to Wordle. I'm Wordle every now and then. Are you Wordling?
No, not very often.
Right? Like, so sometimes I'm like a fair weather Wordler, right? So sometimes I Wordle, sometimes I don't. She's still Wordling. And she brought up a really good point. She said the other day that should Wordle make you feel dumb? Number one, you can't guess the word. And then when you don't get the word, you Google it and you don't even know the word. Now you're extra dumb?
Now you're extra dumb.
Is that the role of Wordle in our life? I thought it was supposed to be something positive.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah.
I don't need to feel dumb. That's not helpful.
That's not, I don't need to start my day off. If I'm Wordling in the day, I don't need to start my morning off feeling stupid.
I had to Google
at some point during the day.
So I was watching a presenter and I had to Google one of the words he had on the screen. And I'm like, I've never heard of that before.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not stupid. I have read things and I've been to university.
Right. Like we got the certificates.
We come with intelligence, or we're not
stupid people.
Oh my God. And I'm like, and then it just made me mad because I'm like, are you just using this word to sound smart and make yourself look important? Because is this the proper use of this word? You know, and then I questioned everything around it.
Exactly. And you know, and then it just puts what I heard briefly into today into context. Oxford, I guess that's the dictionary people.
Yes.
They've named the word of the year for 2024 and it's brain rot.
And I'm worried about a word that I didn't recognize.
Right. Because guess what? You got brain rot.
I have brain rot.
Right? We got brain rot. And I'm assuming, without knowing anything about the only just, and that might not even be the word. I thought that was the word, but it might not even be the word. I know that what I know is that Oxford picked a word. There's a word for the year. I feel it's brain rot, but it might not be. Don't quote me on that, right? Because again, I didn't fact check it. But it kind of sums things up, right? Because everybody says you're on your socials too much and then you're getting dumb.
It's brain rot.
But are we getting dumb?
Yeah, we could be. And that's maybe why we find Wordle taxing and why we come across words we don't know, because we're not actually reading anything of substance.
Right.
Excellent. Now I feel stupid again.
There you go. Back to being stupid and not being, and that's why we're not Taylor Swift.
And this is why.
So, you know what? There is a million reasons why we're not Taylor Swift, actually. It goes deeper than our parents.
Oh, for sure.
Right. We also have to take some of this.
Really? I think that's great. We should be accountable for our own shit.
We own a piece of the pie.
Yeah. There's a reason why we're us.
There's a reason why we're us, Samantha.
And not them.
And not them. Right. Right. Totally.
Oh, thank you, Wordle, for making me feel like I need to go back to school.
Yeah, like a piece of crap. Thanks, Wordle. Was that your intention? Make people feel stupid and lousy? Because guess what? You did it.
Well, it's not good if your boss thinks that things are
smart, right? Because she's a boss, right? Right? She's
oh God.
She's like a boss. She knows words.
Yeah, she does.
Right? She knows
but we have other things to worry about.
What are we worrying about?
People are starting to take business deals or meetings in a sauna.
Blah.
I'm like, huh? What? No.
I
Like,
can think of so many things
no.
I'd rather do or be in than a sauna.
I'm like, and all I thought was, picture me or Lisa in our bathing suits trying to get a business deal
Right there,
happening.
just we've already lost the deal because we're in our bathing suits, right? And because we're in a sauna, I can't even have my tank top on over my bathing
No,
suit because it's too
and my
hot.
glasses are fogging up, my contacts are sticking to my eyeballs,
Your hair
my
is
hair
just
is
flat
and my
and
makeup is running off my face. It
not
is
good.
no longer we are no longer representing.
It is not a good look, right?
I'm
Ugh.
I'm like getting hot because I mean, no offense, but unless you're super cold, a sauna is not really where a middle-aged woman wants to
I
be.
don't know if anybody should ever be in a sauna. Like, what's the point of a sauna? Oh, I want to sweat. Okay, well,
I sweat
whatever.
nightly. I don't need it to go to
Right,
something that makes me
right,
sweat.
right. I sometimes feel like I live in a sauna. I don't need to do business in my sauna.
Right.
Ugh.
And no offense, like depending on who you're doing the business deal with, do you want to see that person in their swim trunks?
Picture a man and he's in his little tight, he's like in his little Speedos.
He's like naked.
And he's got his big, hairy, gross, sweaty chest. Oh, what's worse, sweaty bathing suit clad woman or sweaty bathing suit clad man? There's the question for you, friends
No.
of the podcast. What's
Oh,
worse?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say, like, I know me in a bathing suit is like not my. I don't even know if there is a good look, actually.
It's not my
Right?
go-to. It's not my go-to.
Like, I'm not parading myself around in it. Right? I'm at the lake by myself with my couple friends that also are in their bathing suits. Right?
Oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
let's please no.
Please, no, please, no, please, like, please, no. And then you're all sweaty, and then you gotta have a sweaty handshake. Ugh,
Ah,
I don't want to touch people. I don't want to touch people. You know what I'm shaking my head at, Samantha?
what?
Shaking my head at gingerbread houses
Why?
because you can't even eat them. What's the point of a gingerbread house?
Typically, no.
It's a lot of work, right? For like no reward. What's the reward for a gingerbread house?
I think you can eat it if it's relatively quickly after you've made it.
Ooh, really?
I think.
Everybody's touched it. You've touched all parts of it to glue it together, and
Well, it's just icing and
ew,
gingerbread things. But
I don't
no,
know.
typically they're quite hard and they'll break your teeth.
They'll break your teeth, right?
They'll break your teeth.
And I get, like, they look nice, but I don't know. We can't do something out of a box with that to make it look the same. Like, I'm sure we can't. After all the things we can do, we can't duplicate that in a lighter version that doesn't want to make somebody eat it when you can't.
Like, are you trying to make the gingerbread tradition go away?
No,
Because
I love
you don't like
gingerbread.
it? I
I
know.
love gingerbread, but I don't love gingerbread houses. I don't love a gingerbread cookie. Actually, I don't know if I love gingerbread. I love ginger snap.
That's different.
Is that different?
That's different.
What is that? Is that molasses?
It's a molasses cookie.
I love that, right? I love
Guess
that.
what's coming in your little treat bag this year?
Nice, right? Nice. I'm looking forward to that, and that should be coming anytime.
No.
Maybe we can encourage earlier baking so your mom's not so stressed out getting close to
You need to
Christmas.
be quiet. She doesn't like to be pressured either, you dingbat.
I know that, right? I know that,
Okay.
right?
But she's gonna make my famous sugar cookies, right? Like she's gonna
Ugh,
sugar cookie me up. And by the way, they are the most researched Christmas cookie in December.
that makes no sense, right? Because out of all the people in my whole world and my whole life that I've ever met, you're the only one who likes a sugar cookie.
Nope.
I
I'm
get
not
your
the only
mom,
one.
and you get anybody in your family is excluded.
No, because Nolan loves them too.
He's in your family. He's your nephew, right? But it makes no sense. What people should be searching for, Sheila, is chocolate haystack / macaroons.
Oh, well, then you'll be happy to know that she is making macaroons this year.
She's bringing them back.
She's bringing them back
We're
just
bringing
this
them.
year.
We're bringing it
Bring 'em
back.
It's a limited edition chocolate
Fireball.
macaroon.
Nice. That makes this girl happy.
Yes, you'll
My
be
most
very
favorite
happy.
cookie. So my mom used to always make those, right? And she was quite the baker. But sometimes you know how they can also go very, very wrong quickly.
Yes, because if you don't Stir
at
them quickly enough.
the right temperature and the
And
altitude
and
and the
then it's the
elevation.
coke, and it's the right amount of
You
cocoa.
gotta be shiny and not dull. I watched my mom sometimes. Oh my god, you would have thought like she had burnt down the kitchen, right? Oh, and these aren't gonna work. Like I can see your mom doing the same thing. I can see our moms, if it's not perfect, having the exact same type of
Yes.
reaction, right?
Yes. Yep.
Right? Like my mom used to do so much Christmas baking and it was always good, right? But those haystacks, sometimes they'd give her a bit of a run.
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
I'm thankful. I'm
You should
thankful.
be. You're getting
Mhm.
so much this year. You're gonna owe mom a big present.
Well, I always get your mom a little something, so I'll
I
up
know.
the ante.
Yeah, you need to.
Okay, maybe
You're
I'll do
getting a
baking for
you're
mom
getting so much this year that I feel like you don't deserve it.
that I don't deserve it.
You might need to be nicer to me for the next 3 weeks.
You're not doing the baking, are you? Because I feel I'm always nice to your mom. You, that's
But
different.
who delivers it?
I probably could manage to go get them. I know where your mom lives, right? It's just nice that you're doing a nice thing for your mother.
Yeah.
Actually, and if the truth be known, usually your mom drops it off at my work.
Oh, she does too.
So
Darn
actually,
it.
I don't have to be nice to you at all.
No, you don't.
No, right? Yay. That's a win
But
for me.
you will. Oh, and I had to have a talk. I had to have a talk with my mom. I said,
Yeah.
"Mom, everybody loves everything that you make. You make good cookies. You make all the things." She's like, "'Cause what do you want?" And I said, "I don't need a lot. I
Right.
like sugar cookies. I like your molasses cookies.
Some oat milk.
I could do with the jam, that
That
kind
one
of
makes
thing.
me sad.
But she wants to make her chocolate macaroons,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
she's gonna
let's
do
do
an
it.
oatmeal raisin cookie for
Okay,
dad.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, but she just, like I just told her, I said, "You
She
need to
likes to
like
do it.
tamp it down."
Let her do what she wants. It's like when I make my Christmas treat for everybody, right? Like, don't tell me to portion control it. It's coming from my heart, Samantha, right?
It is chocolate with chips.
Yeah, it's chocolate and chips, right?
You smash the chocolate chip bag, you melt some chocolate, you throw it in, mix it around, and put it in a little cup.
Goes in a little cup,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Yeah,
not rocket science.
that comes from my heart.
It does not come from your heart.
Comes from my heart.
It's like the
Homemade
it's like the
from
meatballs.
no. Well, yes, the meatballs come from my heart in spirit. Listen, okay, enough about that, right? Enough about you picking apart my cooking,
I'm
okay?
just saying, I feel like
Mm,
the time of year for cookies is now.
yeah, totally, right? So let's get them going. Let's get those cookies going.
Let's
That's what
go.
I'm saying. Remember last year? So we did our decorating, right? I saw you put your tree up. Remember last year when we moved to our new place and we threw away Christmas?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you did that.
Threw away our memories? Remember my whole thing because I didn't want to have to unpack it because we were moving. And I'm like, fuck it, we'll make new memories. Well, we didn't. We didn't make new memories actually.
Dummy.
And now we're short on memories, right?
Of course you are.
We have a very sparse holiday home.
You need to go get more.
I know, but then I get cheap and I'm like, oh, that's why I said fuck it because I didn't want to spend the money.
Go to the dollar store.
I know, but then, everybody knows it's dollar store goodies. And then not that anybody's coming over, but
Make dollar store memories.
make dollar store memories. Samantha, my memories are worth more than dollar store.
Well, you know what? I knew it was a bad idea for you to throw away your Christmas stuff last year, but you were having none of that.
I was having none of it. I'm like, fuck it. Well, I totally was fuck it. We'll make new memories.
You were like toss, 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 toss. Not that you guys had a ton of stuff anyways,
No, right? So when the Gibsons downsize, it really means we have nothing left, right? We went from one big tub of Christmas stuff to the same tub with 4 things in it for
Oh my
Christmas.
God.
We don't have much. We're pretty sparse. But fake cat Maggie, she got her hat on.
Oh, can you just get some Christmas in your heart?
I have lots of Christmas in my heart,
Oh, that's right.
right? Lots of Christmas,
When you smile, sunshine comes out your heart.
right? It radiates and happiness flows over the top.
Yeah, but is there you didn't throw anything away from your mom, did you?
No, but my mom didn't really keep shit, right? So she
Oh.
didn't have stuff really either.
So basically you
Like I
We're
got a few.
trained to throw away your
Sure.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah, right. We just buy new stuff. Right. But I still got some stuff, but it's just like whatever. I'm kind of over it now. But as I was unpacking and thinking, oh, look, we're going to decorate, I'm like, and we're done.
My mom, I went to my mom's house on Sunday, and her tree is full of all the ornaments from all the years that we've ever had trees and
I
all
never
that kind
had.
of stuff.
I had that mom until we moved into their dream home, and then it became the fancy Christmas tree mom, right? She was always very particular. That's why I hate decorating a tree, right? Because even when we were kids, my mom was so particular with her vision because she was very visual. Had to look a
Yes.
certain way, and all I remember, maybe like as a kid, was, oh yeah, for sure, take some tinsel. Oh, maybe not there. No, oh, that's a little too much tinsel. Maybe I'll just move it over here. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I hate decorating trees. Hate it.
Oh
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
my God.
Okay.
No, we didn't have to. We never had to endure that.
Always looked beautiful, which is fine, right? I just learned, right? It's just not my cup of tea. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I would rather just sit on the couch and watch you do the work.
Yeah. I remember one year in one of the houses we lived in, mom had, I don't know if, I think it might have been mom. She wrapped garland around everything. Anything that could have
popular.
Garland wrapped around it. It was garland up. And I'm like, holy shit.
Garland is totally what represents Christmas through the years, right?
It's 1980s.
Right. And was it still like sparkly garland or had it, and then remember, and then it became like, I look like I belong on I look like I am a tree garden. I'm from the forest garland.
No, it was the faux colored green,
like gold,
red,
and the
silver,
green and the
gold,
red. Nice
stuff you put on your tree.
Sure. Right. That was, and then the big loop de loop.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. And then the things hanging from the ceiling.
Right.
Was delightful.
People will never understand, because all homes now are meant to look beautiful because it's beautiful decorations. That's not how it was in the 70s and the 80s. They were meant to look horrible.
You know what? But it was fucking goddamn festive, man. It
totally
was
festive.
Awesome festive.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it maybe now if you look at pictures, it was tacky, but we had fun.
But oh well, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
It was fun.
Totally.
Garlanded up.
Yeah, there was like good times. Like when you look back to like our growing up times, right? It's just different, right?
Totally.
You can't compare. You can't compare. That's why everybody still loves those generations, right? Okay. Have you been on the TikTok lately and the Instagram?
Yes, Lisa.
Have you seen the reel about the dog? Sometimes it's a cat, sometimes it's a dog, and it's for 2 cat families or 2 dog families. Have you ever seen that one? And oh my God, friends of the podcast, this brings my heart joy. This one is Handsome Dogs, and he's a handsome looking dog that they show, right? And he says, my name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. And then they switch to a messed up version of that same type of dog. And the dog says, my name is Jeff. And it is like the funniest thing. I keep sending it to my kid sister saying it never gets old. Now she's not replying back. And I'm thinking, she might be thinking it's getting old.
It's getting old.
Not getting old. It makes me laugh. And I think, you know what, Samantha? We're Jeff.
No, we're not Jeff.
I feel we're Jeff.
No, speak for yourself.
Taylor Swift is Maximus Decimus Meridius. And we're Jeff. That's what I see. That's what I see, right?
Well, when you put it like that, then yes.
We might be Jeff.
We might
you're Jeff when, right?
Awesome. I started feeling better. I've started feeling good about myself before we started this podcast.
Sorry.
And now I'm starting to feel like I suck.
I just brought you right back down, hey?
Yeah, thanks, Lisa.
Hammered you back down. Sorry. It's an uplifting show, right?
Who are you? I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff. The guy say, I'm Jeff. Right? Sometimes he's got one eye and half an eye and a tooth funny, and he's lying on his back. He's just the opposite of that beautiful, beautiful, handsome pet.
Mm-hmm.
He's the opposite, and he lives in that house too. Right?
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay.
It's the little things.
Okay, but speaking of God.
Back to God.
Back to God. Haley, thank you so much for explaining.
She pulled through for us.
That God's mom We're not sure.
And that's
she's
on
not,
last week's episode. We were talking
yes,
about who's
it
God's
was
mom.
who's God's mom, and she wasn't sure either. And she's like, and I'm not really this person. It's like, and neither are we. But
Neither
thank
are
you
we.
for jumping into the conversation.
Right?
We appreciated it, and it really kind of didn't really answer the question, because she was like, well, from this perspective, God did have a mom. If you think of it this way, God was just the universe. Okay, right. Well, that's exciting.
So, right. I don't love that one so much. I don't know what one.
And then she was like, and for something else to think about, is the world round or flat? Okay, we're not going there.
Can't go there. Not this week. I can't go there. I've just had to break the news to Sam that we're not Taylor Swift. Right? I can't go there, right?
I believe the world is round, so we'll just go with that.
Unless you're on it and you just are walking straight
Stop
ahead,
it.
Then it's really quite flat.
Stop it.
That's all I'm going to say right now. I'm Jeff.
Yeah, let's stick with that, shall we?
Right?
Oh my God.
Do we continue to be divided on eggnog versus hot chocolate?
As always, yes, because I love eggnog and you do not.
I hate it.
Yeah.
You know why? I hate it because I was lied to as a child about eggnog. I was told year after year after year that eggnog tasted just like a vanilla shake. And no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't taste just like a vanilla shake, Mom. It does not, right?
You know, I always wonder how you got to be the age that you are.
I know, right? I wonder too.
And I have a feeling that as a child, you didn't ask a lot of questions and you just believed everything that you were told.
Just believed.
And it was only as an adult, when you got out in the world, that's when you started being curious, Lisa.
I was probably 25, I'll have an eggnog. Hey, this doesn't taste like vanilla shake. And then I started questioning things.
And then you start to question things.
Totally, right? That's how that goes.
Oh my God.
I don't want booze. And you know me, I don't want booze I don't want booze in a milk product. I think it's really curdly and horrible.
No, but you'll have booze in a hot chocolate.
Different. There's no rules why. It just is different.
It just is.
Right? It's just different, right? And who knows, maybe at the age of 55, if I had booze in an eggnog, I'd like to think I'd give it a try only because there's booze in it.
Probably.
Right? You know, but
hard to say. Only probably.
Hard to say.
However, I have fantastic news.
Let's hear it.
We have gotten another voicemail.
Every week, voicemail.
And it's from Nancy M.
I used to work with Nancy.
Yes, you did. And she questioned Lisa's bread squeezing. And she was wondering why Lisa squeezes it and then doesn't buy it. So let's listen to Nancy.
Hi, Lisa. It's Nancy calling, who used to work with you at the HBC. I'm just a few minutes into your podcast, and I find it very interesting that you have an issue with the oranges when you like to squeeze the bread. Do you buy all the loaves of bread that you squeeze?
Lisa, what do you have to say for yourself?
I got nothing, Nancy. Nancy, come on. You're like my cousin, right? You're supposed to take my side on these things.
She's supposed to.
Bread is totally different. It's totally different. I'm not going into the middle of the loaf to take a couple pieces and swap them out. Totally different, right? You're just squeezing bread. It's a must. So I know how fresh I'm buying something. Totally different. I have no answer for her. I was speechless when I heard it. I'm like, she might have got me.
I was just excited someone left us another voicemail.
I know, right? And I was like, busted. Leave it to Nancy.
Yeah,
right?
That's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you,
Nancy. Well,
Thanks for listening to the podcast too.
Yeah. And guys, you can connect with us on our pod page, which is ishakemyheadpod.com. You can find us on any social media platform and check out our website. You can sign up for newsletters, check out our blog, leave us a message or a voicemail. And Lisa, where's the voicemail?
In the corner. It looks like a microphone.
It looks like a microphone. And you can stay to listen to any of our episodes on our website. But again, we're on all the podcast platforms. So You can listen to us wherever you want. It really doesn't matter. You can check out our videos too. We're on the YouTube page, and you can subscribe and get notified of new episodes if you'd like to watch what we do. And you can support the podcast by visiting patreon.com/ishakemyhead and choose the amount you want to contribute. You can look forward to extra content and that no one else gets to hear but you.
But you.
And if you need some new I Shake My Head swag, check out threadless.com and search I Shake My Head, and you get new and old logos. So check it out. And we want to thank John Domingo for editing our podcast each week. He does a great job for us.
Samantha.
Lisa.
The moment the season has been waiting for. Friends of the podcast, this week. It's week 14 in fantasy football. Let's recap, right? Last week, I lost. Both you girls lost. That's okay. This week, it's Team Gibson against Team Fake Fan.
Yeah.
And as it sits right now, Team Gibson appears to be favored.
Of course you are. You have the better team.
But this is what we've been building towards.
But just so you know, if I lose, I will have the potential to get eliminated.
Well, I don't have that type of control. I don't have that type of control. It just means you didn't execute your plan properly.
Oh, shut up.
Right. And then of course we'll have a debrief at the end of the season.
Uh-huh.
Right. That type of thing. But you know what? So that's what's going down on fantasy football, right? So I think over the weekend we should like give updates.
Oh my God.
Let people know. Maybe it's another poll, right? Who are you cheering for? Team Gibson, Team Fake Fan.
Team Fake Fan, all the way.
That's fine. I don't need the cheering. I'm okay.
You know what's really funny though? Is that John is eliminated along with every member of his family that was playing.
Right. Right. And now it gets all
and
tricky.
who's still in?
Fake Fan's still in.
Canadians. The Canadians
and who's still
are
winning. But I have lost two.
Oh, and
lost
Dwayne
badly.
Dwayne is out. He got eliminated as well.
Yeah. I hope Dwayne will come back and play next year.
I hope so too.
Right. I hope John has it again next year.
I think you
However, what did I say? If I win this year, I need to try this for money because I could be Rain Man. And God forbid in my 55th year, we're not tapping into that because we don't know that skill exists.
Right?
Look out, Taylor Swift. Here comes Rain Man. Right?
Oh, dear God.
Samantha, I think we should go continue our conversation on Patreon.
Oh, I think
I got something really, really funny that we got a post that we had a conversation about the other day.
Yes, we did.
Right?
Yeah.
We got to post that. And it's epic.
It's epic.
It's epic, Samantha. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
I'm better.
Ugh.
She never learns.
I know. I never learn.
All right, everybody. Have a good week, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.